You're in Braves country. Like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and flat out deceived.
Why did you get so drunk?
You got drunk. I'm just really exhausted.
What's in that cup?
Armor Cokes.
Do you have any idea how important this is? We're trying to save the buffalo. Really? This is what you're doing? This is what you're doing?
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time, and the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
Cubs win! What a lucky break! The good Lord wants the Cubs to win!
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Swung line drive, let's see it. 1 run is in. Here comes Reed. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to 1 strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest, and here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red banner bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Play ball!
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Well, the season's finally here, and the players hit the field.
Hey, howdy, hi, Braves Country Radio. The Armchair Quarterbacks are back for the Monday edition beginning September 29th. We'll be reacting to the world of football from the weekend and getting you set for the week ahead. We'll also be talking Major League Baseball all October long, switching gears to the MLB free agent trade hot stove season that begins when the World Series comes to its conclusion. It's the Armchair Quarterback Radio Show, Monday mornings, 9 a.m., right here on Braves Country Radio.
The armchair quarterback, he's full of beer and he's full of snacks. The all-American man with a cool one in his head. The wife.
Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom.
We're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody! Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going. Woo!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys, and join us for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live as the Braves are on the road. We're set to bring you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside, get set for what should be a great day on Braves Country Radio. Here's your starting lineups for today's action. Leading off and playing left field for your Atlanta Braves, it's Jurickson Profar. The Jerk Store has 14 home runs, 41 RBI, 9 stolen bases, batting .257. Batting second, playing first, Matt Olson. 28 home runs, 92 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .281. Ronald Acuna Jr. in right field, 17 home runs, 34 RBI, 7 stolen bases, batting .284. Behind home plate, it's the Drake Baldwin. He's got 16 home runs, 70 RBI, a .268 average. Ozzie Albies, batting fifth, playing second. 16 home runs, 71 RBI, 11 stolen bases, batting .236. Hassan Kim, batting sixth and at short, 3 home runs, 13 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .257. Marcell Ozuna, batting seventh, the designated hitter, 20 home runs, 65 RBI. Michael Harris II is patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves. He'll be sitting at the 8th spot with 17 home runs, 79 RBI, 16 stolen bases, batting .242. Nacho Alvarez, batting ninth and playing third. 11 RBI, a .236 average. On the mound for the Atlanta Braves, it's Bryce Elderday, 7-10 with a 5.56 ERA, a 1.45 WHIP, 142 innings, 156 hits allowed, 118 strikeouts, 51 walks, 21 home runs served.
He'll be going head-to-head with Charlie Morton, 9-10 with a 5.56 ERA and a 1.54 whip. 139 innings, 145 hits, 146 on the strikeout total, 69 walks, 22 home runs given up. Backing up Uncle Charlie in the bottom of the first inning, in center field for the Tigers, it's Meadows. 4 home runs, 15 RBI, 4 stolen bases, bang 228. Gleyber Torres is batting second, playing second. 16 home runs, 73 RBI, 4 stolen bases, bang 253. Kerry Carpenter, the designated hitter, is batting third. 26 home runs, 62 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting 256. Riley Green batting cleanup and playing left. 34 home runs, 108 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting 261. Spencer Torkelson is batting fifth and at first. He's got 29 home runs, 79 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting 242. Perez is in right field and batting sixth. 12 home runs, 40 RBI, 7 stolen bases, batting 246. Javi Baez batting seventh and at short. 11 home runs, 52 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting 254. And batting eighth, playing third, Zach McKinstry. The utility knife is batting 258 on the year with 11 home runs, 48 RBI, 19 stolen bases. He can play all over. He's at the hot corner tonight. Rogers is behind home plate and batting ninth. 3 home runs, 19 RBI. He's got a 198 average. Calling balls and strikes behind home plate tonight, it's Alfonso Marquez. Your first base umpire, Ben May. Second base will be manned by Carlos Torres. And down the third base line, it's Charlie Ramos. Game time temperatures here in Detroit, Michigan at 6:40. Assumed first pitch at Comerica Park. It's about 71 degrees, and the wind's blowing in at about 11 miles an hour. So it may keep the ball in the park just a bit. Your Atlanta Braves are plus 100 on the money line. The over-under is 9. Our pick to click tonight here for your Atlanta Braves. Well, we haven't seen a ton of Charlie Morton because he's been with us for so long. But the guys who have hit him well, there's a few in the lineup. We're going to go with the Drake Baldwin. He's 1 for 2 with the home run and 2 RBIs, lifetime versus Charlie. Keep an eye on Profar. He has seen him the most, 21 at-bats. He's 6 for 21 in the Ice House. We've picked quite a bit recently. It's why we're laying off. He's been hot, and I feel like that's got to challenge ourselves a little more than just to pick the hot hand in the lineup. Matt Olson is 4 for 17 with 1 home run. Kim has seen him 7 times. Ozuna has seen him 14 times. Nacho has never seen Charlie Alvarez. Harris just twice. Your American Rebel Beer, keys to the game tonight. It's going to be about these 2 starting pitchers. You look at Elder, you look at Morton, and you realize these are 2 guys that when they're on, they're pretty good, but they have struggled to be so all year long. You've got quite a few guys in the lineup on both sides that have seen both of these pitchers, so they're going to have to hit their spots. One key for Charlie Morton, if you haven't seen him in a while, remember, he loves to throw that backdoor curveball to the left-handers. And a lot of times it'll hit him on that back foot. So if he gives us some free passes, we got to take advantage of it and go from there. He still has pretty good velocity late in his career, and he still has a pretty good bender. If you look at Charlie Morton and what he has done this year, he and the Tigers, who are destined to be in the playoffs, the question is whether or not they're going to win the division. They get a huge lead. It's down to 3.5 as the Cleveland Guardians have come on red hot. But you look at what Charlie Morton has done lately. In the month of September, he has fallen off quite a bit. He's got an ERA north of 9. In the month of August,
he was pretty good. His ERA was 4.61 in 5 starts. Much of the same in July. In June, he was phenomenal. He was really good in May as well. So old age, I'm sure bumps and bruises are getting to him towards the end of the season, and that's where we stand with old Uncle Charlie. We hope to get the bad Uncle Charlie tonight, take advantage, and Bryce Elder can get us to the bullpen, and everybody's well rested with the day off yesterday. We're going to take your Atlanta Braves to win this one. I kind of figure we're going to start off a little slow, but give me the Braves to put some runs on the board late in the game and win the first game of this series 6-3. Put your click to pick in the chat. Slap that like. Let's get ready, Braves country.
Can you predict what will come in 100 years? Or in 10? Or in the next minute? Some people think they can. Nuclear scientists, mathematicians, astronomers, biologists. Because they see beyond the known dimensions of time and space.
We'd like to thank everybody for choosing Braves Country Radio, and a special thanks to all the country club members. Please like on your way in and subscribe, set those alerts, and share Braves Country Radio to help build the crowd so we can continue to bring you the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves Baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation is in its 5th season of bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 170 Atlanta Braves ball games. Please like and subscribe today. Join the Country Club. Thank you to all the Country Club members. You help support Braves Country Radio.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, Braves country. I hope everything is going well in your world. Had a rough few days, but we're going to get through this. Probably going to be missing a ball game. We don't know the date, but we'll get that to you on the day of the game, where they're still trying to figure out all the things that, I'm not going to go into the whole thing about it, but one of my very best friends was, what is it they tell you? Did you have to say unalived? And the police are investigating, and et cetera, et cetera. So it's been a really, really rough 48 hours, but I'm going to try to distract myself by bringing you this game. And there's probably going to be times where I'm not going to be answering the chat because, if certain things hit me a certain way, I'm just going to have to minimize the chat because I don't want to get emotional, as you can imagine. All right, moving on. That's the way that ex-Marine would have wanted it. All right, here we go. We got Uncle Charlie in the chat. Justin. Tree Nug. I'm assuming Pete is in here somewhere. Nikolai. Who else do we have in here? Bubba Hightower. Gary the Real McCoy. There's Royal PETA. Hope things are going well on your end, Miss PETA. I know you've had a rough go of it as well. Let's see what we got here. Nikolai. Got Garrett. Let's see. My man Nathaniel Brooks in the house. See who else we have in here. I don't know if Shooter's in here or not, but we sent him one of those hats. We finally got it in. should have been there by now, but I guess if we see him, kind of alert me that he's in the check, because I know he kind of comes in and out. Rebels in the house. B.A. Baracus, Brian Andrews. James Fisher King. Joyce Robledo. Southern Guy. Joyce down in there in Mexico. Israel. Let's see, I think that's about it. We're going to take a really quick break when we come back. If we missed you, just jump into the chat and say hello. And we got pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play here in just a few minutes on Braves Country. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. Perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball. No more measles and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves Country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, Braves country. With all the stuff that's been going on, I didn't get my usual checklist. Let me take a look at, I know tonight we got good weather. I just want to see if it's being forecasted as such. Tomorrow's got good weather. And Sunday in Detroit. Let's see, where are we at? Hey, it looks like we're going to have good weather for all three games, so that's always good. Typically in the Midwest, all the way through the Mid-South, they're slow-moving storms, so if one comes in, you're like, uh-oh, that could wreck the whole weekend. It's not like Florida where the weather's constantly changing because you're living on the coast. So it looks like we got clear skies. Hopefully we get some blue skies this weekend with 2-day games. Robert, good to see you. I think I said hi to Tree Nug. I know we got Bubba, JC. Braves are wearing their Friday night reds, so that's become brand for them, whether it's on the road or at home. Jurickson Profar leading us off. The Detroit Tigers are wearing some hideous, and I mean hideous, City Connects. How do we describe these? Black pants with blue stripes down the side. Black shirt with fading dark blue into it. Motor City written across the chest in white. Blue ball caps that just has block letters that says Detroit. Basically, if you AI ChatGPT, give me a Motor City costume, this is what they would come up with. And we're just about set, and here's the first pitch. Yes, sir! It is baseball time in Braves country. The first pitch on the way. Up top, misses high to Jurickson Profar. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Came out of his shoes on the changeup, 1-1. Profar batting .257, 14 home runs, 41 RBI. 1-1. Swing. That ball is ripped. That's going to get over the head of the right fielder and off the wall. That gets down where the green grass grows. Perez giving chase. He'll flip it to the infield, but it is a leadoff double. by the Jerk Store, baby. We're rocking and rolling on a Friday night in the Motor City.
Well, the Jerk Store, Cole. They're running out of you.
That was scalded off the bat.
It's smart. It's a smart line, and a smart crowd will appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
Try to figure out what is going on here. Give me a second. Normally it automatically kicks to it, but it is not. First pitch on the way to Matt Olson is a curveball. You got a 1-1 count. Let me try to catch you up here. Kicks and fires inside curveball. Did that get him? That got him. Matt Olson's heading down to first. Did we not talk about this at the beginning of the game? His backdoor curveball that he likes to throw to left-handers got him right in the leg, and he's heading down to first. Home plate umpire, Alfonso Marquez, who isn't one of the stronger ones in Major League, had no earthly idea what was going on. And now we're going to see if they want to challenge it. I've yet to see the replay as we are bringing the three-dimensional in. Here comes the replay of it as the curveball goes down and in. Yeah, it hit his foot. So I don't know what view they're getting. But it doesn't appear. I believe what they did was an actual umpire review. It was a quick review. So you got runners at first and second, nobody out. Unless they overturn it, Marquez is coming back. Doesn't make any definitive motion, but I do believe that the call is upheld. That's Alfonso Marquez for you. He's kind of a dope. If we could relegate 5 umpires, he would be on my list. First pitch on the way to Ronald Acuna Jr. Right there outside for a ball. It's 1-0, the 1-0. Way outside, curveball misses. 2-0. We're going to pull this back. We had better luck. Shh. All right. MLB's playing games. That's all. The 2-0 count. Swing and a miss. 2-1. We'll get you going here in a second. Braves nothing, Tigers nothing. That is the closest I've ever come to cursing on live radio there. I'm about fed up. The 2-1 pitch, down and away, 3-1. So 3-1, Charlie Morton in a heap of trouble. We've seen this from our end many a times. A 3-1, outside wide ball 4. He'll head on down to first. Ronald Acuna Jr. keeps the line moving, and your Atlanta Braves have taken all 3 batters, putting them on base.
Bravo.
First pitch to Drake Baldwin. He'll take the curveball down and in. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Morton, 12 pitches. Is yet to report it out. 1-0. Down and in. Sinker. 2-0. So his issues have continued. I wonder how long Detroit will stay with him, because this isn't a team that has it all wrapped up yet. The 2-0 pitch. Bounces the sinker up there. They'll switch out the balls. Ball 3-3. If he stays in the game long enough, what you'll get from Charlie Morton 3-0. High and out of the zone, ball 4, and that'll be a run. An RBI walk.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
Charlie Morton's going to get a visit from his pitching coach. Man, that didn't take long. You know there's added pressure because he's wanting to play well against his former team. Left to right across the outfield for the Tigers tonight, it's Green, Meadows, and Perez. Around the horn, McKinstry, Baez, Torres, and Torkelson. Everybody goes back to their stations. Detroit Tigers pitching coach Chris Fetter with the mound visit. He's another one of these hippies that doesn't wear his number. Ozzie Albies the batter, righty-lefty. First pitch on the way is 92-mile-an-hour curveball. Smacks right there. First strike, it's 0-1. It's Green, Meadows, and Perez in the outfield. Around the horn, McKinstry, Baez, Torres, and Torkelson. Rogers is behind the plate, and, of course, Uncle Charlie is on the bump. The 0-1. Curveball right there, 1-0. Braves lead it 1-0. He's got a curveball, a four-seamer. Those are the two pitches he leans on the most. They come in at a combined 65%. Then the sinker and change it another 25% total. The 0-2 slaps it into the outfield. That's through for a base hit. Here comes Ronald. He's heading home, and it's going to be a 2-run single for your Atlanta Braves.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beat me.
3-0 the score. And we've got runners at first and second. Nobody out. First pitch on the way to Hassan Kim as a sinker down and away. For a ball, it's 1-0. 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. Pitch right there. Cutter. Charlie does have a show-me cutter. He throws it at about 9% of the time these days. A little more than when we saw him. When he was with the Braves as the 1-1 down and away, 2-1. He was really a four-seam curveball primarily. Those were coming in at about 75 to 78%, depending on the time of year. But now he's gotten it down to 65%, trying to use more off-speed. The 2-1 pitch. 95 misses outside wide, 3-1. Alfonso Marquez is pinching, Charlie, so that's not helping him. But he has been all over the place. The 3-1 pitch. Swing. Bangs it foul. Down the third baseline. Infield playing back into the left. The payoff pitch. Up top, caught looking, strike 3. Kim tried to walk it off to the dugout, but he was caught, knee buckled, one away. That pitch was 100% in the zone, and he tried to la, I'm heading down to first. Marquez said, no, you're not. Get to the dugout. You go down to first, you're going to be coaching. Don't get on that base. Marcelo Ozuna, the batter. First pitch swinging, chops it foul. It's 0-1. He'll be trying to get Marcel to bang one on the ground here and into a double play. The 0-1. Chase the curveball off to the plate. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Good to see you pushing buttons. 0-2. Outside wide, 1-2. The 1-2 from Charlie, his 28th of the inning. Ball in the dirt. They said he held up. 2-2. I'm not sure about that, but we'll take it. The 2-2. Pretty calm wind right now. The pitch on the way. Swing, got a piece of it. A few years back, if y'all were with us, Detroit is the spot where Ronald Acuna Jr. hit that monster home run to dead center during a doubleheader. We were doing that day. The 2-2. Fists it towards right center field. Making the catch out there is Perez. 2 down. Runners will stay put and head back to their stations. So you got Ozzie at first and Drake at second. There's 2 down. And Michael Harris comes to the plate with a chance to add to this lead. Braves lead at 3-0. Charlie Morton struggling mightily here in the first inning. He's thrown 30 pitches. He's given up 2 walks, struck out 1, 3 earned runs. First pitch right there, good curveball. It's on 1. The 0-1. Swing. Fouls it down the line. It'll get out of play over there in the left field corner. 1-2. So an 0-2 count. First and second, 2 outs. The 0-2. Down and in, 1-2. Charlie Morton, 33 pitches. Even if he gets out of this, you don't know how much longer they're going to be able to go to him. And once again, there is a right-hander warming up in the pen. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Harris strikes out to end the inning, and your Atlanta Braves have put 3 on the board. We'll head to the bottom of the first. It's Elder's turn. Time for him to keep them right where they're at.
So my girlfriend just left with her family on a vacation, which means we're stuck home alone. And I think you know what that means. Guess who's not leaving the house for a whole week? Yeah, not a chance. It is lockdown mode. Now, I should make it clear that she wants me to leave the house, okay? Before she left, she literally said to me, you should go out, call some of your friends, go out, have a good time, go get a drink, maybe make some new friends, have a conversation. You know what's better than 5 minutes of conversation? 7 days of silence with the dogs. There could be a nuclear war in the next few days. You know where you can find us? And Franking it in the basement. Couple of milk bones, a little whiskey. We'll make it out just fine. And there's literally no reason to leave the house. All right, I mean, we have treats, we have beer, we have water, we have snacks. We have the tubs that we fill with water. We call them pools, right? You should really socialize. Socializing's good. Socializing sucks. It's terrible. Have you met humans nowadays? For the next week, well, I'm on dogcation at home, okay? Life's going to be good. We're going to have some shenanigans. We're going to have some fun. Yeah, we're going to take some naps too, Liv. That's it. That's all I need. You guys are my only friends.
In mid-September, the Reds opened a 4.5-game lead over the Giants and Dodgers. With Frank Robinson leading the way, it sometimes seemed the Reds just couldn't lose.
When the game was on the line, he'd steal you that base. He'd hit that home run. I think because we played in the Midwest, he never got his due.
As the most unheralded of the National League's new stars, Robinson finally took center stage in 1961 as he led the Reds to the pennant, capturing the MVP.
Did I have something to prove? Yes.
There it goes, a bullet-like drive over the left field screen for Robbie's 34th home run of the season.
I've been in the shadows of Mays, Clemente, Aaron, those guys, and it's not a bad shadow to be in, but still you want to be out and see the sunlight yourself once in a while. And winning the pennant and winning the MVP award kind of said, hey, Frank Robinson is a pretty good ball player himself.
Bryce Elder goes to work. First pitch on the way, 90 miles an hour. Sinker right there at the knees on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Parker Meadows, the batter, takes the pitch down and in, 1-1. We do have the Respect Your Elder Muppet emoji in the chat. 1-1. Right there, 1-2. Remember all the dopes wanted to re-sign Charlie Morton in the offseason? 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. Buyer beware to any of the knuckleheads with all the what do they call themselves? Braves influencers. You're not influencing me, buddy. I'm not as dopey as your followers. The 2-2. Caught looking strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry. Sinker right there on the outer edge, 1 away. They were all banging the table. Oh, you gotta pay him, you gotta pay him. Baltimore paid him $15 million. No thank you for that. We got the same numbers out of Bryce Elder and paid him league minimum. First pitch to Gleyber Torres is right there for a strike. It's 1-0. It wasn't for a strike, but it did hit the zone. The 1-0. Bender, down and away, misses, 2-0. You'll see a four-seam fastball and a changeup from Elder as the 2-0. Lifts it down the line, foul. Pretty deep, but out of play. They come in nowadays at a combined 23% of the time for Elder, the four-seam and the change. And his sinker and slider coming in at about 77 combined. The 2-1. Fouls it back, 2-2. Primarily, you'll see that cat and mouse game going back and forth between the slider and the sinker. He tries to keep both of them down and both on the edges of the zone. That's why he needs an umpire that calls a wide zone to be successful. The 2-2. Down and away, slider misses, 3-2. Full count. Swing, broken bat, and that's going to get into the outfield. The bat went about halfway between home and third, but the ball lands into left field, and it's a one-out single for the Detroit City Madmen. Left to right across the outfield for the Braves tonight, it's Profar, Harris, and Acuna. Around the horn, much of the same. Nacho to Kim to Ozzie to Olsen. The Drake is behind the plate, and of course, Elder on the bump. Kerry Carpenter, the designated hitter, standing in. First pitch swinging, hammers it over to second. Line drive caught by Ozzie Albies. Diving back into the bag is Gleyber Torres, 2 away. Hard hit ball right on the screws, but it was an atom ball. And we'll live to tell the tale. First pitch swinging. Riley Green, four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Appreciate you spending your Friday night here in Braves country. The 0-1. Way outside wide, 1-1. The 1-1 changeup catches the outside corner, 2-1. What is that code for when Brian says he'll let the dogs play? He's wandering around naked and letting the dogs play in his backyard. I'm thinking that he's not talking about canines. The 2-2 to Riley as he fouls that one away. Runner at first, 2 outs. Braves lead it 3-0. Elder trying to keep it right there. Standing on deck is Torkelson. The 2-2. Oh, come on, baby. That was a strike all day long. Right there on the inner corner. And Alfonso Marquez once again blows another call. So to my count, he's already missed 5 balls and strikes. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Thankfully, Green swung at one up around his top of his cap. We'll be back in a flash. Nacho Alvarez, and then the top of the order when we return.
Y'all ever see those videos in New York City in like 1912 and everyone's bustling, hurrying around on the street? And I think, damn, they were stressed back then too, man. And now look, they're all gone. And I know that's depressing to think about, but it reminds me of a quote. Every 100 years, there's all new people, baby. Every 100 years, all new people. The people we're on Earth with right now, this is our crew, okay? In the same way you can't pick your family, but you got to get along with them. We can't pick the people we're on Earth with, but we got to get along, man. In the whole grand scheme of the universe, all the time, all the space, the people on Earth right now, this is a tiny little group, man, and we get to be a part of it, man. Man, be kind to your neighbor, man. This is what it's all about.
Sandberg hitting 327 now. The pitch.
If there was a team that could understand what Robinson was feeling, it was the Detroit Tigers, and they're hitting star Norm Cash. Despite playing in the shadow of the M&M boys, Cash would register a league-leading .361 batting average in '61.
Mano and Maris in New York, there's a big difference in New York than Detroit, and they got a lot of publicity. Of course, we thought Norm Cash was at that time the best player in the American League. That year that he had was one of the great years that I've ever seen any player have.
Detroit rolled into Yankee Stadium Labor Day weekend, a game and a half behind New York. If Cash and Detroit wanted to grab the spotlight from Mantle and Maris, now was the time.
Again, it's the ever-dangerous Al Kaline giving the ball a tremendous ride.
The Tigers were good, but not good enough. Mantle and Maris each had a 2-home run game as New York swept Detroit.
Your home for the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. First pitch from Charlie Morton to Nacho Alvarez. Right there for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1 to the Nacho man. Swing, chops it, over to third. Charging it is McKinstry, and he's not going to get a hold of it. It's going to go off his glove, bounce over the mound. We'll see how they play it. Could be an error, but for right now, we'll give Nacho credit for an infield single, and he's aboard to start the second inning.
Whoa, you check it out. What? Look, that guy.
Get me some nachos.
It is a sign that needs nachos to help me score.
Right now, they're calling it an infield single. First pitch on the way. Curve ball down and in for a strike. It's 0-1. And it may stand, but I guarantee you McKinstry would tell you he should have had that one. The 0-1. Brings it. Swing, chops it over to first. Torkelson will step on the bag, get profar by just a bit. One down on the play. Nacho moves up to second base, and the Braves have a fourth run standing in scoring position. Three to nothing your score. Top of the second, 3 runs, 3 hits for your Braves. No runs, 1 hit for the Tigers. Detroit looking to head to the postseason, but they want to get that division win. We'll go over the standings here in a second. Matt Olson, the batter, first pitch. Curveball misses, down below the knees. It's 1-0. The Ice House got hit on the back foot with a curveball. His first time up. Down and into it. 2-0 count. Swing. Rips it down the first base line. That's a fair ball. Kind of a nonchalant move by Torkelson. A little confusing. Not sure what happened there, but it'll be an RBI double for the Ice House.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House.
Ice House.
Smooth as it gets.
The way he offered at it, it looked like he almost thought that had gone foul, but it was definitely fair. They just showed a broader shot of it. I don't think he gets to it anyways. As the first pitch on the way to Cunha, swung on and fouled away. It's just isn't the typical body motion that you expect from your first baseman when a ball's hit down the line like that. The 0-1 count. Swing, says it's a back foul. 0-2. Cunha walked his first time up. Braves lead it 4-0. In the American League, we'll start with the divisional standings because that's where the Tigers are paying most attention to. They have a 3.5 game lead of 3 losses in the standings on the Cleveland Guardians. As the 0-2's fouled back, forcing fastball. We'll do it again. That's it. It's a 2-team race there in the Central. Cleveland trying to run them down. They've won 7 in a row. They're in Minnesota tonight. By the way, in the East, the 0-2 swing. That ball's belted. High and deep. She's not coming back. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A 2-run shot. And your Atlanta Braves have put 2 more on the board. It is 6-0. Atlanta here in the Motor City, baby.
Bravo.
His 18th of the year, 386 happy feet later.
Bravo.
She gone. Cunha's hit well at this stadium.
Bravo.
You must see the ball well off that backdrop out there. And that's it. Charlie Morton, it was good seeing you, buddy. We'll be back in a flash. Call to the pen by the Tigers. On this date in 1937, Detroit Tigers first baseman Hank Greenberg becomes the first to hit a homer into the center field bleachers at Old Yankee Stadium. The area will become known as the Black when seats are covered in a dark color to serve as a batting eye. On this date in 1939, Elmer Gideon, a September call-up, collects all 3 major league hits of his 5-game career in the Washington Senators' 10-9 victory over the Cleveland Indians at Griffith Stadium. The Washington starting center fielder will become the first of 2 major leaguers killed in World War II when the enemy shoots down his plane over France in 1944. And on this date in 1968, Denny McLain posts his 31st victory, the most in the American League since 1931, when Lefty Grove finished the season with a 31-4 record with the Philadelphia Athletics. However, the fans will most likely remember the Tiger Stadium contest for Mickey Mantle's 535th home run that surpasses Double X, Jimmy Fox, on the all-time home run list on a pitch allegedly grooved by the Detroit starter. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. It's all kinds of a reunion. Rafael Montero's coming onto the mound. Are we picking the pitchers tonight? I'm confused. Rafael Montero, who the Braves cut loose because he couldn't find the strike zone, is coming in to play mop-up duty from Charlie Morton, who couldn't find the strike zone. First pitch on the way is to Drake Baldwin. It's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Braves lead it by a 6-pack here on a Friday night. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Splitter. Ball 2-0. Montero kicks and fires. Splitter. 2-1. Drake's sitting at 16 home runs. I don't think he'll get there, but if he could get to 20, I think that might punch his ticket for the NL Rookie of the Year because it kind of just jumps out at you. The splitter, swing and a miss, 2-2. Morton's the main one you got to pay attention to. Kind of need him to get blown up his last few outings. 2-2, swing, chops and foul, do it again. Cade Horton, who pitches for the Cubs, he is not on the bump tonight. So check the next time he goes on. The 2-2, swing, whistles it into center field. That's down for a base hit, and the Drake.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
Good piece of hitting there by Baldwin. Took what he was given. First pitch on the way is 87. Splitter off the plate. It's 0-1. So it does not appear that he pitches this weekend. Talking about Horton. He would probably pitch early next week as the 0-1. Ozzie grounds it over to second. It's going to be a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. That will end the inning. But top for your Atlanta Braves put 3 more on the board. It's 6-0. At this rate, we're going to hang 27 tonight.
Without telling me your age, tell me something that someone a lot younger than you just wouldn't understand.
In elementary school, we used to play a word game right there on the chalkboard. If we couldn't guess the word right, they hung a man.
5 things couples over 40 do. They hit skip recap on a show and then pause it 36 times throughout that show to catch each other up because they forgot things. When one of them gets up to walk out of the room, the other one has to ask, "Where are you going?" Bonus points if you can remember why you got up and where you are going. Marriage is a never-ending competition, and if you don't agree, then you've never driven, cooked, or played a board game with another human being. They take more time asking each other what they want for dinner than actually eating dinner. I call it dinner chicken, when they go back and forth suggesting things until one of them eventually caves and says, "Screw it, let's just get takeout." And the last one, they talk passive-aggressive through their pets. I'll give you an example. When is mommy starting dinner? Daddy is really hungry. Or, I guess Daddy doesn't smell that garbage that Mommy's asked him 5 times already to take out.
The pennant race was over, but the battle between Ruth, Maris, and Mantle was in full swing.
The big Yankee news is Maris 56, Mantle 53.
And then, suddenly in late September, Mantle pulled out of the race. An infection in his hip had made it impossible for him to play. Yet another injury had prevented Mickey from reaching what had seemed to many to be his destiny.
As a result of Mickey having to drop out of that home run race, Roger was on his own. Roger was all by himself.
If Ruth was going to be dethroned, it was not going to be by the fair-haired prince and lifelong Yankee. Instead, it would be the other guy.
Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. Welcome back. First pitch on the way is a sinker right there at the knees from Bryce Elder. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Spencer Torkelson, 29 home runs on the year. Takes the 0-1 down and in, 1-1. 1-1 count. The Braves lead it 6-0. 1-1. Swing and miss. It's 1-2. Torkelson, 74 RBIs, a 794 OPS. Spencer goes quickly back to work. The 1-2, chops it foul. One-two once again. Caught looking strike three. Bender on the outer edge. One away. Good pitch there by Bryce Elder. He's got a 6-0 lead. Sometimes that's the hardest times to pitch. First pitch is a sinker right there for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. 0-1. Swing. Fouls it away. 0-2. The 0-2, he got him right there. Strike three. Good pitch by Elder. 2 strikeouts to start the inning. That's not nothing. 2 away. 94. Dialed it up a little bit. It's his 4th strikeout of the night here in the first 5 outs of the game. First pitch on the way. Javi Baez is a sinker right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. 0-1. Takes some fires. Swing and a miss, 0-2. The 0-2 to Javi Baez, 11 home runs on the year. Remember, he started off scalding hot this year. He's really cooled off. The 0-2, swing, dribbles it back just past the bounce. Going to be a barehanded attempt by Ozzie, and they say they got him. 4-3 put out. Olsen giving the nod to Ozzie. That was a pretty darn good throw. We'll be back in a flash unless they decide to challenge it. I don't think they will.
What is something that's completely legal that should be illegal?
Using your speakerphone in public. I barely want to listen to my own phone conversations, let alone yours in a Walmart.
Take your seats, because class is in session. Your teacher today is Professor Greg Maddox. He's the only pitcher in history to record more than 300 wins, more than 3,000 strikeouts, and fewer than 1,000 walks. A streak of 17 straight seasons in which he recorded 15 or more wins, the longest in MLB history. He started 25 games in 1994. 24 of those were quality starts. Also that season, he only allowed 4 home runs and 202 innings pitched. And if you think he pitched around hitters, you're wrong. That season, he only walked 31 batters. One last 1994 stat for the road. His batting average that season, .222, was higher than his ERA, 1.56. In June and July of 1995, he threw 51 consecutive innings without issuing a walk. He once threw a complete game with 78 pitches. He won 18 Gold Gloves, which is the record for any position. And I saved the best for last. In 1995 to 2003, he faced 8,026 batters and only had 8,006 pitches called a ball.
Will really be mad that you don't hate yourself. Sorry, Pookie, that is your sport.
Hey, I'm sorry to say this, y'all, but as soon as the lips don't match the words on a Netflix show, I'm turning it off.
He's not supposed to be the one to do this. Nobody should really do this. Oh, please don't do it. Or couldn't it be somebody else? Or basically, couldn't we just let Babe Ruth have that record?
There's a drive to deep right, and there's number 57, Roger Maris.
It amazed me that there was so many people around the country that didn't want to see Roger break that record.
Imagine Yankee fans going to Yankee Stadium and booing Roger Maris, who had 55 home runs.
People are booing you and screaming at you, and that makes it pretty tough on a man.
Welcome back. Atlanta Braves lead it 6-0. Ha-Seong Kim leads us off. Fouls the first pitch up in the air. Will it stay in play? Looks like it will. Can of corn in between home and first, foul territory. First baseman Spencer Torkelson makes the catch. F3, one away. Remember, it's an early game tomorrow. Will come your way around 12:30. It's Braves, Tigers. .110 first pitch. First pitch on the way to Marcell Ozuna is a sinker right there for a strike. It's over. Brings it. Swing, chops a foul over two. The 0-2 count. .85 misses high. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Rafael Montero gets Ozuna with the splitter, 2 down. You'll remember that conversation this morning about the number you would bring Marcell Ozuna on, come back on. This is the reason why. Man, Rafael Montero striking that. I don't know if he's I think his days might be done. First pitch to Michael Harris II is punch foul on a bunt attempt. It's 0-1. Outside wide. Braves fans, more than any other fan base that I have come across, we are always wanting to resurrect the careers and hold on to what we know as opposed to bringing in somebody new. Pitch right there to Michael Harris, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And I don't know what the reasoning is. I don't know if it's because 1-2 outside wide, 2-2. I don't know if it's because there's so many Braves fans that it may not be their first sport that they watch. They don't know the whole league, and all they pay attention to is the Braves. So they like seeing the people they know back, and I get that part of it. But I mean, these two guys are two of the drive time guys, local Atlanta sports talk, and they're talking about wanting to bring back everybody who hasn't been worth a damn just because they know him. The payoff pitch in the dirt, ball 4, so Harris will head on down to first.
What they know about that? God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Chris Paddock warming up in the pen.
A little razzle-dazzle.
Paddock, the right-hander. You may remember him from his days in San Diego. He moved over to Minnesota. He was acquired by the Tigers. Former starter, now in the pen with Detroit. First pitch to Nacho Alvarez, right there at the knees for a strike. It's over. I'm convinced the reason why the Tigers are playing this bad tonight is because of god-awful uniforms. The 0-1 chops it over towards second. Torres flips it over to first. I don't know why he didn't just stand on the bag, but he flips it to first, 4-3 put out, and that'll end the inning. Braves are shut out for the first time in this game. We'll go to the bottom of the third with a 6-0 lead.
I'm so tired of logging into things. I'm so tired of it. I can't believe I'm going to have to log into things for the
love America without telling me you love America. I was supposed to fly back to the UK yesterday. I said, no thank you, mate. So I took my suitcase and I've just landed in South Carolina. I don't want to go home. I'll miss the food too much. I'll miss the culture too much. I'll miss the country too much. So I said, absolutely not, mate. Financially, probably not the best idea. Let's go!
They had reporters coming from Japan and Europe and Australia, hundreds and hundreds of reporters asking the same question to him, which was, are you going to break Babe Ruth's record?
All your time before the ball game is spent with the photographers, and after the ball game it's the writers, and before the game it's the writers.
Some days I was there 3-4 hours after a ball game, just sitting there with interviews.
I don't think there's ever been a player in the history of sports who's had as much pressure over the length of time that Roger did.
He's getting hate messages, people calling his hotel room. He's losing his hair.
On September 20th, the Yankees played the Orioles in their 154th game. Maris had 58 homers, needing to hit 2 that night to tie the Babe and do it in the length of the season that Ruth had played.
On the 154th ball game, he and I went to the ballpark together, and he was a nervous wreck.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See you off the ballpark.
Welcome back, y'all. Six to nothing your score. The 0-1 from Bryce Elder misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. Brings it right there. Didn't get the call there at the knees. It's 2-1. The 2-1 swing, chops it foul, or chops it over to second, excuse me. Flips it over to first. One away. 4-3 on your putout. That ball almost came out of the back of Ozzy's glove. You know, that is the second time or third time that has happened with Ozzy's glove in the last month. Can we get a good tailor over there to make sure he doesn't have holes in his glove on the major league level? First pitch right there is a sinker on the outer edge to Jake Rogers. 0-1. He's batting .198 with 3 home runs, 19 RBI. The 0-1 bangs it foul. 0-2. The 0-2. Swing, chops it foul. Rogers, the number 9 hitter. Standing on deck, leadoff man, Parker Meadows, and then Gleyber Torres would follow if they kept the line moving. Pitch on the way, in the dirt, slider, 1-2. One-two count. Pops it up. Shallow right field. Cunha coming in. Stands underneath it with that light blue glove. Makes the catch. 2 down. Him and Ozzy are barking at each other about something. I think it's got something to do with the lighting. Cunha was pointing up towards the sky right after that. As the sun is setting, you might be getting some dusk in the air mixing in with the lighting here at Comerica Park. First pitch is a slider off the edge. It's 1-0. It's another park I'd like to go to one day. They've done a good job with this park, and supposedly day games are the games to go to down there, and they
have really done a good job during the day games. A buddy of mine was telling me that went up there that they have a lot of interactive stuff for the fans to do during the day games. Not as much at nighttime, but at nighttime downtown Detroit, they like to play the game. Was that a gun or a backfire? A 1-1? Change up in the dirt, 2-1. 2-1 count. Down and in. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is chopped foul. We'll do it again. So a full count. John, if you're there defending Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, man, you're on an island by yourself. The payoff pitch, swing, fouls their way. We'll do it again. Barry Bonds does not belong in the Hall of Fame. Many of his things are in the Hall of Fame. That he gloves and bats and whatnot is the payoff pitch. But to be honored to go into the Hall of Fame is something totally different. And until I hear guys like John Smoltz change their stance on that, I'm going to stand with John. The payoff pitch is tap foul once again. The payoff pitch swung on, smoked up towards the wall as it goes under Acuna's glove. Poorly played by Acuna. I don't know if he touched it. If he did, it's going to be a double and an error. If not, it's going to be a triple. I don't believe he ever touched it. He just played it very poorly. It shot off the ground. It might have ticked his glove a little bit, but it was after it bounced on the ground. So, runner at third, 2 outs. That's one of those things you're always going to have to deal with Acuna. He makes incredible plays, and he makes some really easy looking. He makes the hard plays look easy. He makes the easy plays look hard. This is what I'm trying to say. First pitch right there to Torres is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Ladarius, that's because he got it. It was ill-gotten gains. The 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. He's not alone. He's not the only one. Mark McGwire doesn't belong in there. Sammy Sosa doesn't belong in there. Roger Clemens. I don't think Big Papi belongs in there, to be honest with you. The 1-1. Swing, chops, and foul. No, they're going to say that's a fair ball. Throw comes over to first. That's going to be a 5-3 putout. Looked like it had gone foul, but third base umpire Charlie Ramos said that it stayed fair. Well, we'll head to the top of the fourth. Profar leads us off when we return. That's another guy that won't be eligible.
You want a girl with boobs? I got you. You want a girl with ass? I also got you. You want a girl with a flat stomach? You want a girl with boobs?
You're a bad-mannered, bad-tempered, outrageous female, but I've discovered I cannot live without you. It's a shameful confession for a sane man to make.
2 outs with men at first and second. Chipper Jones is due to hit. Sort of busy in the Dodger bullpen as Bobby Cox watches his club trying to pull this one out in the bottom of the ninth. The game is tied 1-1.
Dave Wallace, the pitching coach, is coming out.
And the Dodger right-hander will inherit a 2-0 count. And a high drive hit deep to right. Mondesi all the way back, and this game is over. Chipper Jones on the first pitch from CNA's hits it out. A 3-run home run, and the Braves beat the Dodgers 4-1.
He came to me and told me, he said he just couldn't play tonight.
Houck eventually convinced Maris to play, and he drew closer to Ruth in the third inning.
There's one. It is going. It is going. It is gone. Number 59.
In the seventh inning, he hit a towering drive into the Baltimore night, but the ball and Maris would fall short. He hadn't beaten Ruth's pace, but he still could have the record as well as the asterisk that came with it.
There are still 8 Yankee games to be played in the expanded schedule, but the baseball commissioner says Ruth's record must be broken during a schedule that matches the one in the year he made his mark.
On September 26th, Maris hit his 60th home run.
And it is number 60. How about that?
He was now 1 home run away from baseball immortality.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Jerickson Profar. Right there for curveball down below the knees. It's 1-0. I put in the chat the reasoning why Ortiz is. They really voted him in on a technicality, so to speak. Because in 2003, David Ortiz, he was among several players who had tested positive as the 2-0, belted. If it's fair, it's gone. It is foul. Man, that ball was smoked into the upper deck. He got 1,000% of that ball, just allowed strike 2 and 1. So he was one of many that tested for a banned substance during the confidential survey as the 4-seam fastball. This is high, 3-1. Conducted by Major League Baseball in 2003, but the test wasn't official and the results have been contested by everyone involved. So that's why he's gotten through on a technicality, and that's why Boston writers felt like they could vote him in. That's the short of it. Payoff pitch, check swing. Believe what you want to believe on that one. I tend to believe that he got away with something there. I also believe that same thing with Mike Piazza. Payoff pitch, pops it up. High, foul territory. Making the catch is McKinstry after the ball comes down off the shelf, 1 away. Mike Piazza shouldn't be in there. Pudge Rodriguez shouldn't be in there. But if you're going to put Bonds in, then you got to let them all in. And we're talking about Rafael Palmeiro. We're talking about Roger Clemens. Andy Pettit. Pitch right there, swung on and fouled away. It's on. The 0-1. Fixing fires. Outside wide 1. And they're not on a banned list for people who may be confused. They're not. The writers just have not voted them in because they are believed to have cheated. 1-1. Chops it over to second. 4-3 put out. 2 down. So make that of what you will. But it's the writers that have kept these guys out of the Hall of Fame. It's not actual Major League Baseball. They have never released anything saying so-and-so is not eligible. That was only for the guys that have been busted game, like Pete Rose and Andre Jackson. Curveball in the dirt to Ron Acuna Jr. It's 1-0. But before they put any of those steroid guys in, I want Rose in. But before I want Rose in, I want Shirley's Joe in. I know they've opened the door, but I want to see those guys honored before I even worry about the other guys. 1-1 count. Inside, looked like didn't get the call, I guess, to him. Ronald Acuna Jr. Smoked one over the wall his last time up. He's 1 for 1. A walk to his name as well. The 2-1. Swing. Rips it over to third. Right into the glove of McKinstry. He'll flip it to first. Hard hit ball, but an atom ball. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the fourth we go. Heart of the order due up for the Detroit Tigers.
Sometimes I think, and then I forget.
Watching Pedro Martinez got me to thinking. I got to witness one of the greatest, most dominating stretches for a pitcher in Major League history. In 1997, not only did he become the only Expo ever to win a Cy Young Award, he also led the league in half a dozen pitching categories. Also that season, he became the first pitcher since Walter Johnson to reach 300 strikeouts with an ERA under 2. Just 2 years later, he won the pitching Triple Crown, finishing with a 23-4 record, a 2.07 ERA, and 313 strikeouts. He became the only 20th century pitcher to notch 300 strikeouts in a season without being 6 feet tall. His 1.74 ERA in 2000 was the lowest in the American League since 1978. Even more impressive was the fact that the next closest pitcher in the American League was more than double his ERA. His 118-36 record from 1997 to 2003 almost doesn't seem real, considering this is at the height of the steroid era. I'm fully convinced those 7 years are the best in MLB history, considering the time frame, the hitter-friendly park he pitched in. Do you think another pitcher had a more dominant stretch?
The countdown continued throughout the last games of the season. Game 159, 160, 161, they all passed. And still Roger Maris did not connect with that big. The tension built right up to the last game of the season. This was Maris' last chance.
October 1st, 1961, game number 162.
I imagine after all this is over, somebody may write a story about the month-long, day in, day out, excruciating pressure.
To just think back of that day now, I tell you, I was so mentally tired and wore.
In the fourth inning, he walked into the batter's box against Red Sox rookie Tracy Stallard.
Just standing up, waiting to see if Maris is going to hit number 61.
Now, all of us are on the threshold of the greatest performance in baseball history.
Here's the windup. Fastball hit deep to right. This could be it. Way back there. Holy cow. How about
First pitch from Elder misses for a ball, 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup to Carpenter, the 1-0, pops it up. Down the left field line, giving chase, making the running catch is Jurickson Profar. Profar, pro good, one away. Well, Dale Murphy's numbers, well, I've talked about this for a long time. We'll do it again, what the hell. Dale Murphy's numbers were very impressive in the 1980s. His first pitch on the way to Riley Green is fouled off. It's 0-1. His biggest problem is he didn't have the longevity. The 0-1 outside wide one. And though I would vote him in because he was baseball in the 1980s in America, mainly because he was the #1 player on America's team at the time. The Atlanta Braves, they were the first team that were brought into everybody's living room every night. Remember that when the Cubs, even when they were on the Superstation, most of their games were during the day. 2-1, fouls it away to him, too. Cubs didn't add lighting to Wrigley Field until the late 80s, and even then they didn't play very often. They first got lights at Wrigley Field. If y'all remember, it was only less than a dozen games a year that were even broadcasted at night in Wrigley. Now they play quite a few of it. It feels weird to me every time I see a game at night at Wrigley, even to this day. 2-2, fouled back. We'll do it again. But all that being said, Murphy didn't finish as the 2-2. Right there, caught looking strike 3, sinker. Punches him out for out number 2. Five strikeouts on the night for Elder. Spencer Torkelson, the batter. Righty, first pitch, swing. Hammers it down the right field line. Is it going to stay fair? It's bending. Over the wall, but just foul. Probably missed it by about 5 to 10 feet. Just creeping over the wall, 0-1. So he's not in the Hall of Fame because he finished with 398 home runs. And he dragged out his career at the end because he was trying to get to that 400, but he had so many back problems he never could get to it. His final year, he signed with the Colorado Rockies when the Rockies first started in the National League because he was trying to get to that number. And he knew that the ball would fly out there, but he couldn't get to it. And so because of that, as the 0-1, that ball's belted. That one is going to be fair, and that one is going to be gone. And they knew they were going to get to Eller eventually. Torkelson smoked him deep to the right side. Now he kept it inside fair to the left side. It's 6-1. Torkelson, man, he can put a smack on the ball. Sinker that didn't sank over the wall. So that's the number one reason why he's not in. But he was also I believe he was unfairly being, so it's such a double-edged sword. As the first pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back, it's 0-1. When he was retiring and coming up for his voting, because I remember this very vividly. As the 0-1 swing and miss, it's on. So if this makes sense. So he retires early 90s, and he's coming up year after year after year for the Hall of Fame. And every time the narrative is, look how many home runs are hitting now. The guys coming into the Hall of Fame, they're going to have to start hitting 500. These were guys that played after Murphy, but he was being held to their standards. But then those guys held to those standards, they were all cheating. And they're not in the Hall of Fame, so make it make sense. We'll be back in a flash. That was the final out, F9 of your scorecard. Drake Baldwin grabs the bat when we return.
Say something that is controversial but shouldn't be.
Lettuce is essentially useless. It's not the best part of anything it's involved in. No one's ever had a Big Mac and thought, that's some good shredded iceberg.
There are many times I believe the Baseball Writers Association got it wrong when it comes to the Hall of Fame, but this might be the worst. Jolton Joe DiMaggio, one of the most historic Yankees of all time, didn't make the Hall of Fame until his 4th year on the ballot. Even more mind-boggling is the fact that in 2 of those years, he received less than half of the vote. Without question, he is a first ballot Hall of Famer. The fact that he wasn't is just plain wrong. In his 13-year career, he never missed an All-Star game. His 3 MVP awards are second only to Barry Bonds. In case you haven't heard, he holds one of baseball's most unbreakable records, a 56-game hitting streak. He hit 300 or better in 11 of his 13 seasons. His .325 career batting average ranks 48th all time. At no point in his career did he finish with single digits in home runs. He ended his career with 431 more walks than he had strikeouts. Or how about the fact he only struck out 8 more times than he homered in his career? How could you not put in someone who averaged 107 runs, 28 home runs, 118 RBIs, and 304 total bases over his career?
Did I my pants today? And if the answer is no, you're doing all right.
Roger just put his head down. He didn't jump in the air. He didn't wave his hands. He played it like all the other home runs he had hit in that season.
A standing ovation for Roger Maris. They are standing and asking Roger to come out. Come out. How about it?
So people kept clapping. The guys trying to push me out of the dugout, and I was embarrassed to go out there, Really, I was embarrassed to go out there.
Meanwhile, Mantle could only watch his teammate on television from the hospital.
I would like to say that I think that's the greatest single feat I've ever seen in my life when he hit those 61 home runs.
First pitch on change him off the plate to Baldwin after the 1-0, evens up the count at 1-1. If you're not in the chat, I can't do it justice. That's pretty funny exchange. 1-1, chops it foul, 1-2. Remember, the Braves went to the NLCS in '82. They had some heartbreaking years, though. 83-84. They were always getting ran down by the Dodgers. It was ridiculous. 1-2 count. Swing, chops it over the head of Paddock. Should be an easy 6-3. It is. One away. But when you lead the 1980s in home runs and RBIs, I'm sorry, that should put you in the Hall of Fame. They're trying to make arguments for guys for a heck of a lot less that they've put in. As the first pitch to Ozzie Albies is their first strike, it's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup, the 0-1 up top. Right there for a strike, it's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Brings it. Yeah, they look like he went around. They're going to check down the line. Third base umpire Charlie Ramos says that he did not. 1-2. Guys like Scott Rowland, I'm sorry, I still don't think he's a Hall of Famer. He was a very good glove. Don't get me wrong. As the 1-2 fouled away. But in his era of baseball, he was a just above average batter. And even though he was a great defender, I mean, does that mean we're going to put Nick Allen in the Hall of Fame? I mean, come on, what are we doing? 1-2 count. Swing, slaps it over towards short. And Ozzie Albies going to beat it out. Infield single. A twirling throw by McKinstry. He almost got him, but Ozzie hustling down the line gets us going here with one out here in the fifth inning.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
1 on, 1 out. First pitch inside. Kim spins around. I guess it missed him. 93 sinker. It's 1-0. Righty. Inside. Sinker. 2-0. Braves lead it 6-1. Oh, Andrew Jones, he's well overdue. The 2-0 right there for a strike to him. That's what gets me is that people want to have these big, meaningless arguments about whether bums like Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens deserve in the Hall of Fame. When are we going to put Andrew Jones in? When are we going to put in Dale Murphy, the guys that did it the right way and earned it and dominated for a decade? Flips it over to first real quick to keep him close by. I know the argument they always come up with is that these guys on the bookends of their career, they were not great, especially like the tail end of it. But what you're doing is you are trying to penalize guys for extending their career to make good money into retirement. And even though they didn't dominate the last 3, 4, 5 years, if they have a decade where they are one of the best in the game, to me, that's all that matters. 3-1 count. Chops and foul. Full count to Kim. 0 for 2 of the strikeout and a pop out. He's batting .254 on the year. Payoff, swing and a miss, strike 3. Kim checking to see if that ball was in the zone. It touched the top of it. Whether or not Marquez would have called it is a different story. 2 away. Marcelo Ozuna will come to the plate. First pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back. It's on 1. Another guy that nobody ever talks about that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame if you're going to put him in for defense, because he's the best defensive shortstop to ever play the game, is Omar Vizquel. And no one ever goes to bat for him. The 0-1. This is high 1. He was the best defensive shortstop that has ever played this game. And those of us who grew up watching National League ball, most of us believed that it was Ozzie Smith. Well, when I started watching American League ball, late 90s, I was like, holy cow, man. I thought Ozzie was the best. He's still the best that ever do it in the National League defensively, but my word. 1-2 count. If you're going to put a guy in for very sub-average offensive years of his career, but great defense, and why isn't Andrelton Simmons in the Hall of Fame? The 1-2 chopped on the ground over to short. It's going to be an easy 6-3 put out Baez to Torres, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the 5th we go. The Braves lead by 5.
Tell me you grew up poor without telling me you grew up poor.
For an after-school snack, I get to have some ramen noodles. But my mom wouldn't cook them. She just gave me the brick. Just a dry brick of ramen. So I'd watch the radio and eat it like a sad Pop-Tart.
This is the career of Frank Thomas. His career was built on patience, not swinging at anything off the plate. This led to a career .419 on base percentage, good enough for 22nd all-time. He had a very unique routine in the on-deck circle. He would swing a rusted piece of rebar he found during the renovation project in Old Comiskey Park. He is one of only 3 first basemen in history to win consecutive MVP awards. From 1991 to 1997, he finished in the top 10 of MVP voting every year. He holds 9 White Sox batting records. He is the only player in Major League history to have 7 consecutive seasons of a .300 batting average and at least 100 walks, 100 runs batted in, and 20 home runs. He is one of only 9 players to have 500 home runs and a .300 batting average. Let's also not forget he was a 5-time All-Star, a 4-time Silver Slugger, and won a batting title.
As the ball went into the right field stands, tears just ran down Mickey's face for 2 reasons. One, because his teammate and friend Roger had done it, and because he knew that he, Mickey, had blown the opportunity to become the greatest single-season home run hitter of all time as a result of this injury.
Seemed like I spent all my time in a hospital watching somebody else play.
If it was bittersweet for Mantle, for Maris, it was something else.
We were all watching Roger, and you could just see this sigh of relief going, it's over, it's over.
When the game was over, they brought Mrs. Ruth down by the clubhouse, and Raj, he whispered something in her ear. He said, Mrs. Ruth, don't feel badly. Nobody will replace the Babe.
The most dramatic home run chase in baseball history was complete. But for the Yankees, the drama wasn't. With Mantle injured and Maris exhausted, the team now had to rally to regain what it wanted most, the championship.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Bryce Elder back to work. Braves lead at 6-1. First pitch, swing, chops it over towards short. Bobbled by Kim. Bobble, 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 bobble. That'll be an E6. Well, there goes that theory that he's just as good defensively as Nick Allen. that was a complete gong show right there. We still have that? Yeah, we used to. I don't know where it went. First pitch on the way is a sinker, banged on the ground over to second base. Going to be a 4-6-3 twin killing, and that'll erase the error by Kim. 1-0 to Rogers, the number 9 hitter. 93 off the black. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Rips it over to third. Diving stop by Nacho. Leaps to his feet. Fires it to first. What a play by the Nacho Man. We'll be back in a flash. Good defense by Nacho Alvarez.
They always say that you only live once. And that is such a relief. I cannot do this a second time, thank God.
What's something that you did in elementary school that you're still proud of to this day?
Red Rover champion. Cleaned house that day. I mean, it was last week and I was filling in for janitor, but win's a win.
Oh, I appreciate it, my man.
What are you doing? Did you just got pickup?
Yeah, what does it look like I did?
We're not going in?
No, I got what I needed. Now we can go.
What's the point?
It's way fast.
What is the point of going to Target if you can't go in and walk around with your Starbucks drink?
This is the point. So you exactly can't do that. No, because you did not need anything. I got some shirts and some shorts. Because this is what I needed. You need nothing. You just want to.
Maybe I want to do shirts and shorts. We're going in.
No, we're leaving. That's the point of the drive up.
Serious right now?
I'm dead ass. This is starting to work. Are you kidding me?
As the 1961 World Series got set to open in New York, the Cincinnati Reds were brimming with confidence, looking to do what the Pirates had done to the Yankees a year earlier, and what the Reds themselves had done to the National League. And the Yankees, they had a big problem. Mickey Mantle was still hurt.
He was weak. He was very pale, I remember. And the feeling was he'd never make it to the series.
Starting the series without their best player was cause for anxiety, but sending 25-game winner Whitey Ford to the mound for Game 1 was helpful in calming Yankee fears.
We had Whitey. If it went 7 games, I was going to pitch him at least 3. And that was our ace in the hole.
And putting Ford out there for Game 1 immediately paid dividends.
He was tough. He was like a surgeon. Just kind of cut us up and we didn't know we were bleeding. And he totally dominated the game.
Ford blanked the Reds 2-0.
Ford has his third straight World Series shutout.
He'd have a chance to make history later in the series.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way. Chopped over towards the mound. Harris, 1 pitch, 1 out. There's a shocker, 1 away. Poverty Mike heads back to the bench. Nacho Alvarez, 1 for 2. First pitch, slider misses high. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing, lifts it down the left field line. Will it? Just foul. Thought Nacho might finally get himself a home run, man. It's been waiting on this all year long with this guy. Still with no home runs on the year. One. Curveball grabs the outer edge. 1-2. Braves lead it 6-1. We're in the top of the 6th with 1 out. All the scoring for the Braves happened in the first 2 innings versus Charlie Morton. He went 1 1/3 against the Braves, gave up 6 earned, 5 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. You got a 2-2 count. Pitch on the way, banged over to third. L6 in the scorecard. Or L5, I should say. McKinstry normally plays short. He's standing at third, 2 down. Jerickson Profar takes the first pitch into the dirt. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. 1-0. Kicks and fires, swing, chops and foul. Came very close to hitting his 14th home run of the year earlier tonight. Ball just missed the foul pole on the right field side. That, I believe, was against Montero. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1 count. Okay, that's a little louder. I was looking for the sound bite for the gong when Kim kicked the ball around. The 2-1 inside, 3-1. So a 3-1 count. Now I know where it is. It had gone a hiding on us. We keep doing these updates on this app and they move everything around. The 3-1 right there, change up, outer edge, full count. 3-2 count, Profar, 1 for 3. Pitch on the way, swing, chops it over to second. 4-3 put out, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. The Atlanta Braves lead it 6-1.
If you're ever feeling useless, just remember you will never be as useless as a gas station across the street from Buc-ee's.
Best Larry Bird story would be the time I was on the floor with the great Pete Maravich, who was on our team at that time. We had Pete at the end of his career, and we had Larry in the beginning stages of his career. So Pete passes the ball to Larry. Pete's man runs down and double teams Larry. Larry puts some up shot. It goes astray. And we come back to the bench, and Pete goes, Larry, you're being double teamed, man. You got to pass the ball. And Larry looked up and said, if you were any good, there would be double teaming me.
Tell me you're dangerous without actually telling me you're dangerous.
One time I accidentally ate an entire pack of American cheese slices without taking them out of the wrappers. By the time they came out the other end, they looked exactly the same as when they went in. Made my butt feel like a Polaroid camera.
The Yankees had to send someone else to the mound in Game 2. And against Ralph Terry, Cincinnati's bats heated up. It was time for the bomber hitters to respond. And without Mantle, they desperately needed something from Roger Maris.
Strikes out Maris, and Raj walks off in disgust.
Roger Maris was physically and emotionally exhausted.
Resurgent Reds pitcher Joey J had led the National League in wins, and now he silenced all the Yankee bats as Cincinnati evened the series.
I pretty much shut them down. I think they ended up with 4 hits or something like that.
Suddenly, the mighty Yanks didn't seem so mighty.
Joey J was the guy that beat us, and he said he wished the Yankees were in the National League. They wouldn't last too far long in the standings.
Back in Cincinnati, the atmosphere was festive as the Reds were hosting a World Series game for the first time in 21 years.
Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Bryce Elder goes back to work. Sinker right there, down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. Parker Meadows, 1 for 2 on the day. The leadoff man for the Tigers, the 1-0. In the dirt. Slider makes the count 2-0. Elder working really quickly this inning. The 2-1 smacked over on the ground over to second base. It's going to be a 4-3 putout. 1 up, 1 down. Here to start the 6th. Elder just 73 pitches. First pitch is 92 there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1 to Torres. 4-seam fastball, quickly 0-2. I'm telling you, he's pitching like he's double parked. Kicks and fires. Swings. Slices that one foul. So an 0-2 count. Brings it. Slices it towards right field. That ball is going to get down for a base hit. Barehanded by Acuna. He'll flip it in to the infield, but it's 1 on and 1 out. Carpenter stepping out of the box. Not sure what that delay was about, but runner first one out. Braves lead it 6-1. First pitch to Carpenter. Swing, lifts it into center. Harris is right there to make the easy catch. 2 down. Torres heads back to second base, back to first, excuse me. Went about halfway to second on that one. First pitch, check swing, slider goes around. Did he go around? He did. Riley Green didn't like the call, but Charlie Ramos rang it up. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Two, change up in the dirt, 1-2. Turns and flips it over to first real quick. The 1-2 pitch. High and out of the zone, 2-2. Riley Green 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Elder, his 82nd pitch of the night. Slices it foul and out of play. Do it once again. Torkelson, who demolished one his last time up, stands on deck, so Elder definitely doesn't want to see him until the 7th inning at the earliest. The 2-2. In the dirt, ball 3. Now the runner's going to be on the go. You got Torkelson looming on deck. Elder, who's pitched a very good game so far, in danger of it all coming undone. Elder comes set. Runner goes. Pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it away. We'll do it again, 3-2. Payoff pitch, laced into the center field, making the running catch is Michael Harris. 75% of the world is covered by water, the rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. We'll be back in a flash. 7th inning we go, up by 5 in Detroit.
I know I got brain rot because on a cover letter for the job, I wrote work and I spelled it with an E. I said, I would like to work for your company. That's not even the worst part. The worst part is that they hired me and I couldn't live up to the hype. They thought they were hiring a fun game. And then I show up and turns out I don't work. I can barely even serve. It's terrible.
I only listen to 3 people. My barber, my dog, and the hostess at the Cracker Barrel. If you're nice to her, she gives you extra crayons, so...
And the Reds shared their fans' enthusiasm for World Series glory.
Going back to Cincinnati, we definitely thought we had the upper hand.
After sitting out the first 2 games, Mickey Mantle had seen enough, deciding that no matter how much pain he was in, he was going to play. But as the game began, Mantle's presence in the lineup didn't seem to matter, as knuckleballer Bob Perky baffled the Yanks.
Perky was pitching so well that we thought we had the game in hand.
With the Reds leading 2-1, with 2 outs in the 8th inning, they were just 4 outs away from taking a series lead. Then Johnny Blanchard was summoned to pinch hit.
I was looking for my bat, and Mickey Mantle was standing by the bat rack. And he said, John, he's going to throw you a slider, first pitch for a strike, a hard slider. And then he's going to come back with the knuckleball. Well, I'm telling you right now, I couldn't hit a knuckleball. If Bob Perky would have thrown the ball in the press box, I'd have jumped up and swung at it. I was swinging at the first pitch because Mickey Mantle told me. Well, sure enough, here comes a hard slider for a strike.
Blanchard swings at the first pitch and sends a towering fly deep to right field. Frank Robinson goes back, but the ball sails over the bleacher fence for a pinch hit home run. And the score is deadlocked at 2-2.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Matt Olson. Swings at the very first pitch and hits a soft fly out into right field, 1 away. Paddock has come back on. He has absolutely shut down the Braves offense. A lot of at-bats here that have been given away. Acuna standing at the plate. First pitch, curveball, outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Misses. 1-1 count. Brings it. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch swung on, chopped over towards short. Easy 6-3. 2 down. After those 6 runs, the Braves really haven't done much on the offensive end. Hopefully we can hold on to this game, but you'd like to see him put some more insurance up. The 0-1 count. Kicks and fires, 92 inside. 1-1. The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 2-1. 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning stretch on the way. The 2-1 pitch, pops it up, down the left field line, giving chase is Paddock, and that'll end the inning. So, just like that, the Braves go down in order. Elder's going back to work. We're going to get up and stretch, Braves country. 7th inning we go. welcome back. First pitch on the way from Bryce Elder is high and out of the zone. Four-seam fastball to Spencer Torkelson, who had a solo shot his last time up. It's 1-0. 1-0. Check swing, went around. Outer edge. 1-1 count. Game 1 of a 3-game set. Tomorrow's game at 1:10 Eastern. 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. The 2-2. Just misses high. Full count. So I don't know if y'all are seeing this because we just got an email about it a couple of days ago and I failed to mention it because of all the things been going on. Is the payoff pitch, swing, pops it back foul. Do it again. We'll probably make some kind of a clip as a reminder for folks to do it. But they have a thing, I don't really understand it, but I guess it's supposed to help bring people to our channel. They have a thing on YouTube now, and it's called Hyping Video. Is the four-seam fastball, pops it away, we'll do it again. And after the video is completed, so whether it's one that dropped or if it's a live that is ended, so you can't do it right now on the current live, but you can do it to lives we have done in the last 7 days. There's the payoff pitch up top, right there for a strikeout. Sinker, top of the zone. Good pitch by Elder. Torkelson goes back to the bench. He thought he missed, but it did look like it hit the top of the zone. 6th strikeout for Elder. But you go to a video that has already been released, whether it's one that drops or it's a live that is ended. So in other words, tonight's, you wouldn't be able to do it till after the broadcast concludes. But if you go over where you see share and thanks, there's now a button that says hype. And you hype it. Is the 0-1 in the dirt? And I guess it helps with bringing people to the channel, and then you get ranked somehow. I don't really understand the rankings because they just started this thing. But anybody that can go and hype our older videos, preferably the play-by-play ones, it's appreciated. Like I said, you can only do it for ones of the last week. The 1-1's lifted high and deep into center field, drifting back, making the catch. Michael Harris, the loud out number 2. And Elder's at 96 pitches. If he can get through 7 innings here, this would be huge. So essentially, when you go to but you have to do it on your phone. For whatever reason, it's not available on the desktop. As the pitch on the way is popped up high and deep into center field. That'll be out number 3, and Elder is through 8 innings. We'll finish this thought when we return. The 8th inning comes, and we know what that means here in Braves country.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
And losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay.
Get it! Hey!
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on.
one leg at a time. Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
Yeah. For me and the Lord, we gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
Welcome back. Cutter on the way to Ozzie Albies is down and away. Evens up the count at 1-1. 1-1. Slapped on the ground over into left field. That's through for a base hit. And it's a leadoff single for Ozzie Albies and your Atlanta Braves.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
First pitch swinging by Hassan Kim. That ball is smoked. Going deep, deep, deep. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A two-run shot. 367 happy feet later, and your Atlanta Braves have taken an 8-1 lead. Holy Toledo, it's gone. Smack that right over the warning track just underneath that Little Caesar sign. The Braves have taken a 7-run lead. Curveball down and away to Marcelo Ozuna, still with nobody out. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing, chops it over towards first, or towards short, excuse me. He'll flip it to first, Baez to Torkelson. 6-3, one away. So I guess you can hype 3 times a week. I don't really know what it does for us, but anytime you get a chance to do it, it's appreciated. Once again, you have to do it from your phone. Just for whatever reason, it's not available on desktop. I don't understand any of that. But we'll probably run a little bump or something that reminds you to do it every so often. As the 1-0 chops it over on the ground. 4-3 put out, and there's 2 down here in the 8th inning. The Braves now with a much more comfortable 7-run lead. You get that 5-run lead on the road, you can start smelling yourself, and the next thing you know, a couple of singles and a blast, and you got yourselves a ball game. Shows up the top videos. I don't know what that means, Justin. But all I know is it supposedly helps with the algorithm, helps people find our channel. One-0 misses high, 2-0. John, it has to be something in the last 7 days. The 2-0. Did he get a piece of that, or did that come off the glove? Looked like it was a foul ball. So a 2-1 count. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, 2-2. Eight to 1 your score, top of the 8th. The 2-2. Down and away. Full count. Standing on deck, the top of the order. Jerks and Profar and company. Nacho looking for a second hit of the day. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That one's not going to get it. But not before your Atlanta Braves put 2 on the board. We'll be back in a flash. Leading by 7 on a Friday night.
If anyone cares, I now identify as bacon. 73% fat and salty as
When people ask me, how'd you get so funny? I say, it's the same way I get so much volume in my hair. It's all the damage.
I'm quitting the internet. I think all the comments about how I got too fat and and how I'm not masculine enough and how I have woman-like hair and how I swear too much. I think all those comments, they've just got to me. They've hurt me, and I'm quitting the internet. I'm a dreadful liar, but I'm back. I'm back.
Who was the best trash talker you played against?
Larry Bird.
Everybody says that.
He's the GOAT. He's the best trash talker ever.
He is the GOAT of trash talkers, Bird.
Y'all, am I tripping, or does it seem like these mosquitoes nowadays be pulling your socks down so they can bite you?
Circle of bases, and all the guys are happy, you know. Mickey still standing down by the bat rack. He wasn't smiling either. He said, "Hey, Blanche." I said, "Yeah." He said, "You owe me a 6-pack." I said, "Oh, man, I'll get you a case."
The Yankees had pulled even, and as the game moved into the 9th, Roger Maris stepped to the plate, yet to record even a hit in the series.
There's one. It is deep to right field, and that ball is going, and it is gone. Roger Maris gets his first hit of the series.
He hits the home run that puts the Yankees ahead with some mystical strength, some magic that he still had left in his body.
Maris's homer would give the Yankees the victory in Game 3.
Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We're leading by 7. And the Braves have a chance to get to not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but a 6-game winning streak. Tyler Kinley goes to work. 85 up top for a strike. It's 0-1. We'll go on an unbelievable tear. Pops it up. High and deep into right center field. Drifting back, making the running catch. It's Harris. There he is, covering 25% of the earth all by his lonesome. One away. Good to see you, Oswaldo. First pitch on the way is a slider up top to Rogers. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Right there. For a strike, it's 0-2. An 0-2 count. drops the curveball right there. He'll dribble it to the mound. Kinley there to flip it to Olsen. So it's a 1-3 putout, and quickly 2 down here in the 8th. Tomorrow, Joey Wentz on the bump for the Braves. He'll be going head-to-head. Peter Montero. His first pitch on the way is a slider. Right there for a ball. It's 1-0. Montero has not gone deep into games. He's got a 4.32 ERA in 83 innings, 63 strikeouts. So he can be gotten to. 1-0, chops it foul. And then we get Casey Mize versus Spencer Strider, another winnable game for the Braves on Sunday. A 1-1 count. Just below the knees. 2-0. They go on a 14-game winning streak to end the season. This is just going to make everybody sour. The 2-2 after the swing and miss. We'll see everybody coming out of the woodworks. What would that put us at? 79 and 83 through 1 out. The 2-2 swing. Chops it foul down the first base line. That would push us back a few more spots in the draft. And everybody's going to come out complaining. Really be a kicker if everybody else collapses and we miss the playoffs by like 2 or 3 games. And then you're really going to hear it because it's going to be like, well, we just would have chased some wins back in June and July. That's all you're going to hear. The 2-2 count. Swing, pops it up. Can of corn over by shortstop. But Alvarez will make the catch instead on the shift. That'll end the inning. Tigers go down. 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the 9th. In the top of the order, leading 8-1.
Let me break you down. I'm sorry that you had a up life. I didn't.
You guys have to see what I found. Oh my god, it's a pen. Could you... Oh, that's so fun. Imagine signing divorce papers with this. So Suzanne, how are the kids? Oh.
I've been seeing some people in the comments talk about how England is better than America. All right, England, let's go toe-to-toe with our towers then, okay? Washington Monument versus Big Ben, all right? Washington Monument, 555 feet tall. Big Ben, 315, okay? I mean, come on, brother. The Washington Monument is made out of marble and granite. Big Ben is made out of what? Gingerbread? Like everything else over there? I mean, come on, man.
And for the 4th game, they sent out Whitey Ford to put a stranglehold on the series. Like Maris and Mantle, Ford had a chance to break one of Babe Ruth's records, consecutive scoreless innings pitched in World Series play.
Before the game in Cincinnati, writers said, well, you're going for the record today, and I had no idea what they were talking about.
While Ford didn't receive the attention his teammates had, he did break the record, and he continued to frustrate the Reds.
And that makes 30 straight scoreless innings.
For support, Mantle made a timely contribution in the Yanks' crucial rally to help give Ford the only run he would need. But it came with a price.
Manager Houck decides that the courageous Mantle has gone as far as he can.
You know Mickey, he's one of them guys that you couldn't hardly get him out of a ball game, and he was going to stay in there. But I was really worried when I saw all the blood. That was scary.
Gosh, there was a spot about 5 inches or about that big around of blood coming through his shorts and his uniform.
I finally realized how courageous this guy was to even want to play in that condition, but that's what I remember most about that series. Not so much beating Babe Ruth's record.
Welcome back, Braves Country. Top of the ninth we go. Jerks and Profar. Swings at the first pitch, pops it back foul. It's 0-1. You know what I cannot wait for? I've been thinking about this all day today. Spring training 2026, baby. I am ready to see what this team can do if they don't get hit with the injury bug and if the offense doesn't come out of hibernation till well after August. The 1-1. Inside sweeper 2. That is going to be the number one theme to next spring. We got to score some runs early and often. Beginning of the year, the 2-1 pitch. That ball is smoked down the line. Just foul. Can we fast forward through all the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that stuff? I want to get to spring training 2026. The 2-2 count. Outside wide, 3-2. Do we really have to endure February? It's probably the worst of all the months. The payoff pitch. Swing. Hammers it into right field, down for a base hit. And Atlanta Braves got something going here. Jerks and Profar. We'll go to the jerk store one more time tonight. 93 off the bat.
Well, the jerk store, Cole. They're running out of you. It's smart. It's a smart line, and a smart crowd will appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
First pitch to Olsen is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. We got a lot of stuff that we are going to be doing in the offseason to try to keep you entertained, but man, I'm just ready for spring training. I can't wait till we start making some of our moves in the offseason, because this team is going to be aggressive like they used to be. As he 0-1, fouled away 0-2. Last year, or last spring, last winter, I guess I really should say, we were handicapped by trying to stay under the salary tax for the first time in a long time. And it's going to reset, so now they can go hog wild. The 0-2, inside 1-2. One-two count. Brings it. Swing. Foul tips it out of the glove. Might have got a piece of the mask as well of behind catcher Rogers. We'll do it again. Yeah, I'd like to see Acuna batting first again too. Hopefully the new guy that comes in has Acuna leading off, and the 1-2 lifts that down the left field line, but fouling out of play. I could live with him being at the second spot and the number 2 spot, but I'd still prefer him at leadoff and Profar batting second, Olsen third, and then you've got a very good chance of scoring the first inning every game. 1-2. Lifts it down the left field line, going back, drifting towards the track, making the catch in deep left field is Riley Green for a loud out number 1. Olsen, 28 home runs. Most likely his last at bat for the night. So he'll go into the last 8 games needing 1 more to get to that 29 mark that he's hit every full season of his career. And 2 more for the number I've been shooting for all year, 30 for him. The sweeper, outside wide, 1-0. Till he got on this recent hot streak, I did not think it was possible. I'm going to be honest. I was like, man, we're going to be lucky if anybody hits 25 on this team. The 1-0. Up top. 2-0. And it has been such a cold spell. Do you realize that at one point, Marcell Ozuna led this team with 20 home runs? He's still sitting at 20. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 on the sweeper. That is just, it's dumbfounding to me how cold he has gotten. because it looked like he was really starting to come out of it when he got to that 20th home run. 2-1 pitch, swing, chops and foul, will do it again. But his hot streaks this year have been so few and far between. He has not hit a home run, talking about Marcell Ozuna, since August 13th. At that time, it was the 5th one of the month. He had hit 5 home runs between August 7th and August 13th. That is the last home run Marcell Ozuna's hit. That is a long stretch for a guy that's pretty much his game. The 2-2 to Acuna. Swing, slices it down the right field line, giving chase. It's going into the Bermuda Triangle. Diving attempt. Second baseman. Looks like that's McKinstry that they brought over to play second now, as Young has come in to play third for the Tigers. Just missed the outstretched glove, but it was a foul ball. God, don't do that to me. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Been through quite a bit this week. I don't want to see that. I'm not even going to repeat it, but I really hope that's not true. Drake Baldwin right there takes the first pitch, sweeper at the knees. It's 0-1. During these broadcasts, a lot of things can happen, and I had no idea because you're locked into what you're doing. Is the 0-1 inside one? 1-1 count. Swing, fouls it away, four-seam fastball. 1-2. The 1-2 to Drake. Comes set, Sewald. Swing! That ball's belted into right field, going back on the track. Get up! Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong, a 2-run shot. 10-1, the Drake has his 17th home run of the year. How about that? Drake Baldwin goes bonzo over the right center field wall, and the Braves have blown this one wide open.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
.397 feet later, Profar comes home to score as well. And the Braves have broken up to a 9-run lead. It's 10-1. Sweeper down and into Ozzie Albies. Misses. Ball 2-2-0. Save some runs for tomorrow, boys. The 2-0. Inside 3-0. The 3-0 count right there at the knees, 3-1. Pitch on the way, four-seam fastball, full count. Full count in the dirt. Ball 4, Ozzie Albies will head on down to first. 2-out walk. That's going to be it. 2 outs here and no faith to get the next batter. So we'll take another break. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
Hello, I'm Charles Daniels. For years, we've been taking you to villages like this and showing you the heartbreak of families whose only mistake was being born poor. They need your help. And for only
$2.99
a month, you can provide
the Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
Ask for more. Sorry? Ask for more money. Why are you starting so low?
Don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
As you can see, these villagers are desperate for your help, so don't hesitate. Dial the number and send over
$2.99
a month. That's all we need.
Start higher. I know, right?
$2.99
A month may not sound like a lot, but it can mean so much to
Braves Country Radio.
It's not even a round number. I'm just saying, why not start at
$2.99
a month? That's all these people need to survive. And they'd be so lucky and appreciative to get it. So for the price of a cup of coffee.
What you talking about? All they need to send is the bare minimum to keep us alive.
How you gonna save our lives with only 39 cents? Because I'm trying to do the math in my head, but I just can't see it.
$2.99
a month. This is plenty.
He keeps saying
$2.99
a month. Why you keep saying
For the price of a cup of coffee.
why it can't be the price of an Arizona iced tea?
Because it's not the price of an Arizona, it's got to be coffee.
It don't though.
Plus, coffee is way more expensive than
$2.99
You know, for a starving village, you people have a lot of energy.
Hey, how much was that coffee?
It doesn't matter.
I bet you don't even know what country you in.
I do know what country I'm in.
What country you at? What country you at?
Braves Country Radio.
All right,
Hey, if you want to see this cheap ass white man again, you better send us
$2.99
cash right now. Don't hesitate.
Welcome back. 1-0 pitch to Kim is a chopper over to first, and that will end the inning. A little strange to bring him in just for 1 out when the game's 10-1. But he did it. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th here in Braves Country. Time to slam the door. I doubt it's eyeglasses, but we'll see what they do.
Everybody stop. I didn't go to the Lakers game because they were playing the Bobcats. And I came here today because I thought this was a session on how my wife could learn to communicate, how to answer a question without a question, which I thought, given your wall of diplomas, you could easily fix. Or if you couldn't, you could give her a pill that could either fix it or make her a mute. But now, to turn around and gang up on me, I have hundreds of clients to deal with. And just so we're clear, I don't care about any of them. They're all just a number, like wife number 1 and therapist number 7. Good day.
The donkey said to the tiger, "The grass is blue." The tiger replied, "No, the grass is green." The discussion heated up, and the two decided to went before the lion, the king of the jungle. The donkey began to shout, "Your Highness, is it true that the grass is blue?" The lion replied, "True, the grass is blue. The tiger will be punished with 5 years of silence." The tiger accepted his punishment, but before he asked the lion, "Your Majesty, why have you punished me?" The lion replied, "The worst waste of time is arguing with the fool and fanatic who does not care about truth or reality, but only the victory of his beliefs and illusions."
Sure, he called a shot. No question about it. The difficulty is, did he point? Did he stand extravagantly and point to center field the way William Bendix did in that terrible movie? No, he didn't.
Ironically, Gehrig was the real star of the Yankees' 4-game sweep, but few would remember his performance in the face of all the publicity Ruth got. Ruth himself was evasive when asked if he really had called his shot. "It's in the papers, isn't it?" he said. "Why don't you read the paper?" 1 month later, Franklin Roosevelt was elected president, pledged to bring his country out of the Depression. "I have no expectation of making a hit every time I come to bat," Roosevelt said. "What I seek is the highest possible batting average, not only for myself, but for my team.
Welcome back. Four-seam fastball is fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Hunter Stratton on to try to close this thing out. Righty-lefty matchup. The 0-1 to Young. Down and in, 1-0. One count. Slider. Right there for a strike. It's 1-2. If you're wondering, he is the brother of Josh Young. The younger brother of Josh Young, the third baseman of the Texas Rangers, who helped win Texas the World Series a couple of years ago. It's interesting that they are both third basemen. I wonder how that worked out in the backyard. You'd think one of them would have been playing first, and they just would have been. This is the 1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. And were they both over there practicing ground balls from third? Who the hell was playing first? Were they forcing Mom over there with the glove to play first? Is there humming 100-mile-an-hour rippers across the grass? They may have a third brother, but I don't see it listed. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Maybe the one that had to take all the throws from their third base brothers. He didn't make it. He still blacks out and gets drunk at the Christmas parties and tells everybody the what for. Y'all just would have let me play third base. I'd be in the bigs by now. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 97. Man, there are times where you see Hunter Stratton pitch and you're like, how is this guy not an elite reliever? And then there's other times you're like, what in the world's he doing up here in the bigs? Two down. 95-mile-an-hour cutter off the edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Slider 0-2. Tigers are down to their last strike. Braves lead it 10-1. The 0-2 from Stratton, his 11th pitch of the inning. Bangs it over to first. Olson's got it. He will flip it to Hunter, who steps on the bag. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men. Beer for my horses. What a game by your Atlanta Braves to start this series here in Detroit against a team that is heading to the postseason. We had a lot of heroes in this game. Kim went yard. Drake left the building. Acuna went deep. Ozzie Albies went 3 for 4. Nacho Alvarez 1 for 4. Jerkson Profar 2 for 5. But we're going to give it to Bryce Elder. Elder went 7 innings of 1-run ball with 6 strikeouts, no walks and 6 punchies, and 1 run. That's not nothing. Bryce Elder gets our game ball. We will see you tomorrow night. Right? Tomorrow day. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. We'll come on the air about 12:30 to get you ready for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Stuff like this is helping me stay sane right now with all the stuff I got going on. Appreciate you, Braves country. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.